Hello, America.
Let's talk sports.
Today we got two pretty important topics we're going to cover. First, on Tuesday at 7 o'clock, Kentucky faces Duke in what will be, I think, the game of the season for both teams. Kentucky, as you should know, Kentucky's number 2 in the country. Duke is number 5 on the AP polls. Now, I think in the coaches poll, I know Kentucky's number 1 in the coaches poll. I think Duke is probably... I know they're probably in the top 5. I don't know what they are. But obviously they're high.
Yeah.
Now, who do you take, first of all? I already know exactly who I'm going to take and for what reason. But who do you think's going to win that game?
I haven't done any research whatsoever. So...
Me neither. I'm just going by what I know here.
I'm going to say by what I saw in the Kentucky...
Albany, right?
Yeah, Albany.
Albany.
I'm going to say that Murray is going to put up a lot of points.
Murray, yeah, he's a freaking beast. I'm telling you, he's the best player on this team in my opinion. I know there's arguments for Scal and for Poitras and for Eulis, for everybody, really. I mean, Kentucky is stacked, as they usually are. They are stacked. But they got a few players from last year. Kentucky's got Poitras and Eulis and Marcus Lee. Those are definitely their 3 biggest guys. Are they the 3 only guys that are superior?
It's really cold.
It is cold. Honestly, I got to go with Duke on this one. And I'm a huge Kentucky... you see this one. I'm a huge Kentucky fan. Where are you going?
Just calm down. Just keep talking. Cold.
You have a problem. So, I think Duke's going to win in a close game. I think Duke will win because Kentucky, I think they have more talented players. But it's the beginning of the season. It's both of their first, real games against, a real opponent.
Let me ask you one question. Okay. Does Duke have the same players they did last year, or did they get taken in the draft?
They lost, 1 or 2 good players. They have a lot of players from last year. And that's why what I'm saying is the one the one thing they have that Kentucky doesn't have is experience. They've played with each other for a year or 2 now. Kentucky, they have a bunch of freshmen. They're a really young team. They only have 3 or 4 returning players from last year. Duke has who knows how many. They have a bunch from last year. And the thing is, Kentucky they haven't played anybody real yet. Duke will be their first.
State.
A vicious game that they won 111-58, I think.
And
but,
UK has Eulis, the speed. He's a beast in speed.
That's the thing that's the chance Kentucky has to win is Eulis, Poitras, and Lee should all be in the starting rotation. Murray. And if they're not, Cal is just out of his mind. And yeah, Murray should, but the thing is about these 3 guys, they all played together last year. So they all know each other. They know how they play with each other. I mean, Poitras didn't play much last year.
Poitras wants to dunk, get out of the way.
Poitras wants to dunk, you better get out of the way. But so really what I'm saying is Tyler can feed it to Eulis, or to Tyler's gonna feed it to Eulis. Tyler's gonna feed it to Lee in that post, and Lee is just gonna go crazy. I'm taking Lee with the most points and Eulis with the most assists. Okay. That's Kentucky's chance to win, but I think Duke will come out superior. Later on in the season, completely different story. I think Kentucky wins later in the season after they've played together long enough. But since it's the beginning of the season, you got to go with Duke. Kentucky fan, I'm not playing favorites here. I'm going with the Devils, man.
Okay. Kentucky, who is that one guy? That, the...
Scal?
No, the one guy that was, shooting a lot of threes and he made them. He was doing really good.
Matthews?
No, it was...
Willis? Derek Willis?
Yes.
Derek Willis, another guy that got back from last year. Forgot about him. He's going to play this year. I'm telling you, he is going to play this year.
He did good.
He didn't play last year because, they had 10 guys that were just freaking beasts.
He did good 2 days ago because technically it's 3:50 in the
against Albany,
AM,
whenever you consider that is. I don't know how far in the future you're watching this. Hopefully before Tuesday, this video is crap. But, it's crap to you. But for right now, I gotta go with
live stream these.
We should.
Because that's what we need to live stream is predictions.
It's predictions, right? but we're not there yet. 150
Yeah.
subscribers. Watch the intro if you haven't already. It has a lot of good stuff in it that you need to know about now.
And before we forgot to mention this in the intro that the playlist we're gonna have blooper videos.
No, we didn't. I said that.
You did? I don't think you did.
Yeah, I did. Well, if not, we have blooper videos coming out Saturday, and regular videos coming out Friday, weekly. So, and live streams we'll announce in our upcoming videos. We don't have any upcoming right now because after 150 subscribers, if you guys want live streams, yeah, that's what I said, live streams, you need, I'll improve my speech as this gets, yeah, you need to subscribe. 150 subscribers, live streams will begin. Now, the other thing we want to talk about, are these NFL undefeated teams for real?
I haven't done my decision.
The Panthers, the Bengals, and the Patriots. And I know exactly what the Panthers, I don't think they're for real.
I think that Kentucky's gonna win.
Oh, you already said that.
No, I didn't.
Well, fine. If you haven't, then alright. He's going with the Cats, I'm going with the Blue Devils, but we're both severely behind the Cats, or however that's supposed to be
I'm not
said.
playing favorites. I'm just. They have
No, I
four of their
believe you. I
best
believe you.
players are.
I don't know if they do. I believe you, though. But, yeah, they got 4 great players returning.
Yeah.
Willis is going to play. Trust me, especially against Duke, where he has experience in college. He is going to play. Kentucky is going to play their veterans.
And Duke lost Cook, which was like their best player.
Jabari Parker?
Cook.
They lost Jabari Parker, though.
They might have lost Cook. I don't know. I just know that Cook was one of their good players.
Yeah, well, Jabari Parker's gone, and he led their team, and Cook was, like, probably their second best player, and
He might be gone.
He's
I
probably
think
gone.
he's gone.
Anyway. Yeah, we're not very educated, are we?
We
We should have done our research, right? We didn't do any.
It's 3:50
All right.
in the morning. I'm not doing the research.
It's 4 in the morning.
It's 3:50.
We lost track of time. This is empty. I don't know.
Let's drink some.
Anyway.
Good thing I'm wearing a waterproof sleeping bag.
Yeah, you're smart.
I knew that.
The Panthers aren't for real.
No, I don't agree. I mean, I agree with that.
And the reason I'm saying that is because who else do they have other than Cam Newton? Now, if
We're
you're a
probably
Panthers
saying
fan,
that, and we haven't looked up anything.
we haven't looked up anything.
But
They probably,
still-
for all I know, they could have Adrian Peterson right now, and we don't even know it. Watch out for cords everywhere, because we have cords running all over this place in our ghetto studio.
What's up, bro? The Panthers, they probably have a couple good players, but Cam Newton's their big player
Yeah,
that everyone's heard of. And
but let me tell you something. The Panthers, I don't believe it, because in the last few years they've just been so bad. They've been a joke of a team.
And they've had the same few players that were good.
Yeah, they haven't. I mean, have you heard anything before the season about Panthers just acquired so and so that was any good? I mean, other than like crap players,
And
you know.
don't go in the comments for the Panthers fan and
Yeah,
say,
don't criticize us because you're a fan of the team.
This is our
We're
opinion.
not
You
saying
don't
we
have
don't
to-
like the team. I don't care for the Panthers. I don't hate the Panthers. I'm a Cowboys and a Seahawks fan. I have no reason to hate on the Panthers. I'm not playing favorites here because the Cowboys and Seahawks, quite frankly, are playing like crap right now, I will say. But I think they're better than the record show. But because of injuries and stuff sidelined them. But all in all, they played like crap. The Panthers have played great, but I don't think they're for real. Next team, the Patriots. They're for real.
They are.
There's no other way around it. They are for real. They've got all the tools. They've got all of the tools.
They got Gronkowski.
Yeah,
they
they
have
got
a good
Gronk.
line.
They have a great line. They have Tom Brady. They have, who's their running back? Do they have a running game? It's weird. Like
I forgot their running
they're
back.
awesome, but I don't think they have a running game at all. They just have a great receiving core and a great
I think
quarterback. Obviously, got Brady. They got Juliet, and they got Edelman.
Edelman, he's a beast.
They got Edelman. That's what I was thinking of.
Who is the Patriots running back?
Count on Siri, right?
I don't see.
But yeah, Patriots are for real. I mean, who is it? Blount. Bolden. Yeah, see, they don't have a running game.
Never heard of him, but he could be good. I don't really know.
I don't know,
They don't usually.
But I mean, it's sort of like, you know, what the Cowboys had. They have a great line. Put anybody back there. You can put me back there, and I'm gonna run for 100 yards a game. When you have a line as good as the Patriots do, they could have a running game, but
And they've practiced the QB sneak so many times. If they're 2 yards away from the touchdown, you're pretty much screwed.
Yeah, that's what the Seahawks need to learn. They could have won the Super Bowl twice in a row last year, but you know,
Pete Carroll, man.
Super Bowl. I think I'll pass, right? I got a Seahawks car. I got a car. Put a bunch of Seahawks stuff on it. Couldn't get it to run. I don't know. But last undefeated team this year, the Bengals. I'm kind of mixed.
I am too.
I think the Bengals are definitely going to be a
contender for the Super Bowl.
Contender for making the Super Bowl, but I think they will lose some games this season.
They will not go undefeated out.
They will not go undefeated. How about the AFC South? None of their teams have a winning record. They suck.
The
They're
Falcons
so
are
bad.
6-2, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the Falcons are doing great this year. Let me tell you something. No one has impressed me more at running back than Devontae Parker.
Freeman.
Been watching Devontae Parker's a wide receiver from Louisville. But who's he playing for? I don't remember. Dolphins maybe. He got wasted. No, yeah, I think he does play for a crap team.
But the Bengals do have like AJ Green, Andy
They've
Dalton.
got AJ Green. They got Andy Dalton, who, by the way, I've hated on him so much over the years. He looks remarkable this season. I'm going to tell you something. There aren't many quarterbacks that have looked better than him this season. Now.
Wait, and they have Jeremy Hill, but I don't think he's even starting this year.
Why?
I don't know. I don't think he's starting. I think
Is he injured?
No, he's not injured. They have a running back that's better on the leaderboards than Jeremy Hill. Which means that the other dude's probably starting. Yeah, I'm serious.
Wow, okay. Wow, see, that's when you can tell you have a running game, when you have Jeremy Hill and he's not starting. That's when you know you have a running game, right? But honestly, I'm going to run down. These are the positions, all right? At quarterback, Tom Brady's looked like a beast this year. I'm telling you, Tom Brady has been a beast. Here's who I would not take, Peyton Manning. He has looked like crap. The Broncos have lost one game, but all in all, Manning looks like crap. Who do you put at quarterback?
Tom Brady.
Yeah, it's hard to go against the man. I mean, Tom Brady has been a beast. At running back, Devontae Freeman.
#1 in the league right now.
He's looked awesome. I mean, there's no getting around it. Yeah, he's young, but I wouldn't call him the best in the league. But this year, I think he's got more potential than anybody. Although...
And Todd Gurley.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Todd Gurley has just as much potential. I mean, Todd Gurley is probably pretty high on that list, too. He's
number 5, I think.
He's been a beast. In the few games he started, Darren McFadden's looked really good, too. Adrian Peterson has not impressed me as much as I thought he would.
He's like number 2 on the list, but...
Really?
I think he is.
I don't know. I just don't hear about him much these days. I mean...
I haven't really watched any...
I haven't watched a single Vikings game. I mean, maybe scroll through a few games, but... wide receivers, I have to pick 3 here. I want to go with Dez Bryant, but he has not done much. Neither has Odell Beckham, though. I mean, he hasn't done much this season either. I mean, the guys you'd expect to do good... Dez Bryant's been hurt, but when he has played a few games, he's not looked great. He had that one catch. Against the... it was the Eagles. It was the Eagles, yeah. It was the Eagles. He played in the Seahawks game, but he was covered by Richard Sherman, so that was kind of boring to watch. With Matt Castle back there, half the time Dez Bryant found himself on defense against Richard Sherman. I'll tell you that. But at wide receiver, AJ Green's looked great. He has a pretty good quarterback in Andy Dalton, but AJ Green's looked great. It is cold. I'm shivering. Number 2. Who do I pick? Where do I begin?
You haven't chose 2 yet?
No.
Oh, yeah. We were just talking. Never mind.
Don't get me started. Wide receivers have not impressed me that much this year. To be completely honest. At tight end, Gronk. You can't go against Gronk. Gronk is easily the best tight end in the league. I think second is a tie between Witten and Jimmy Graham. Witten and Jimmy Graham. Witten has not, or Jimmy Graham, I don't know what's up with the Seahawks this year. They have all the tools. They have everything they had last year plus Jimmy Graham. I don't get how they're not killing everybody. I don't understand. They beat the injured Cowboys by 1 point. A game that they should have crushed them by. I expected the Cowboys to get crushed. I wasn't even going to watch most of that game, but 13-12, I'm not turning that off till it's over, you know what I mean?
For my wide receivers, I would go with A.J. Green because the Bengals are undefeated, and he's part of the reason they're undefeated.
Yeah, he's a huge part. I think he's probably the biggest part, you know?
Yeah.
He's killed it out there.
And second, I would choose... I don't really know second, but for third,
yeah.
not playing favorites, but Julio Jones has a lot of yards.
Yeah, that's somebody I forgot about. Julio Jones has been playing great. Matt Ryan, I'll tell you something. I hate on him a lot just because, you know, he likes the Falcons. You know, but Matt Ryan's done a lot better. He was okay last year. Matty Ice looks great this year. And, I mean, really, you can't tell how good these guys are when they throw to guys like Julio and Dez and A.J. Green and Calvin Johnson because they're tall. They can go up and get it. I mean, you saw what happened. Matt Castle, he threw it way to the back of the end zone, and Dez Bryant jumped 5 million feet in the air and got it out of a pile. He jumped, like, over a pile and caught it. It was insane. That's a prime example. You can throw it anywhere within 5 yards of them. They're going to find a way to get it.
But unless you still have to make a good throw.
You got to make a good throw, but as long as it's within 5 yards, these guys are fast enough and tall enough. Unless you're being guarded by a Richard Sherman type of guy, you know, somebody that's tall and athletic and just as fast as any receiver in the league, you can put it anywhere against an above-average cornerback, and they're going to run up and get it somehow. They will find a way. That's what I got. Oh, and then despite what people are saying, Marcus Mariota is the best rookie quarterback to come out of the draft. Don't get me started. Jameis Winston has been a bust. Marcus Mariota is playing good for the Titans. The Titans. Come on now. You know what Johnny Manziel, or you know what Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota have in common, right? Their first touchdown was both to a Tennessee Titan. It's true. It's true. Jameis Winston. Yeah, Jameis Winston. I thought it said Johnny Manziel. They're both busts that were first draft picks. But Jameis Winston threw a pick six to a Titan in their first game. So I mean, and I thought it would be interesting to see Mariota versus Winston in that first game, but it wasn't much. I mean, the Titans had control of the Buccaneers the whole time, pretty much. I mean,
I'm mad that the Falcons lost to the Buccaneers.
Yeah, the Cowboys got the Buccaneers tomorrow, or today, I guess it'd be, whenever. Sunday. We're going to say Sunday, whether that's today or tomorrow, whatever.
It's today.
They got them at 1, I think. They got the 1 o'clock. Can they pull it off? I don't know. I mean, the way they've been choking it, you know. I mean, I know Obamacare covers chronic choking and all, but I don't know. Got anything to add? I mean, I'm pretty much done.
I'm good.
I think that'll wrap things up. First episode, where we get 18 minutes. We have a pretty good time. I guess that'll wrap things up. We will see you guys later. Goodbye, America.